Morning, guys. Happy Halloween. Hope all is doing well. A little brisky, a little damp and windy out today. Sorry about that. Got my Halloween shirt on. So I wind up picking up guitars, two guitars. The volgoa. Probably not saying it right. Headless. This is the blue. Which is actually a nice blue. Yeah, I get the TV on. That's the blue one. Yeah, so get yeah. And volgoa is also incorporated with grout guitars too. So it's the same company. They come from the same excuse me warehouse or company where they make them. So it's the same, all under the same umbrella, which is a cool thing on that. But I also have the red. They do make a purple on it. Pretty nice looking guitars. I mean, kind of weird. I'm so used with every guitar I've ever had the headstocks on there. So yeah, don't mind the stain I just put on there, but that's the red on it. Just the TV off. That's the red on it. Nice and smooth there. Maybe a couple little sharp, but nothing that's can take 2 seconds to fix. It's not a deal breaker on it. Now I know the electronics are jammed in there tight. I mean, I would probably down the road swap out maybe the tone pots on it. They're not great. I mean, well, they're not bad, but you just got to get used to setting it up. It's not. I mean, some people think it's easy. I mean, once you do it, I guess it's easy after that. But it's a lot of screws on it. That's for sure. Let me get the specs over here, which I had. On it. I should have known it by now, right? Should have been prepared, but I'm not. I'm not a high-end channel. For sure. I mean, these go for $1.99 on Amazon. So what are the specs? Let's just. I know it's got a 12-inch radius, neck radius. That I know. I checked it. I mean, on here it says 42 OR. Maybe I'm just not intelligent, and maybe that's 12-inch, but it's 12-inch. I checked it with my gauges. So that's 12-inch from top to bottom. 25.5 scale length, which is nice. It's 42 at the nut. It does say bone nut on it. I mean, I'm sure the nut could be dropped, cut a little bit, and lowered. I mean, it's not restricting, but I'm sure cutting the nut will make a huge difference. So the nut could be cut. It could be trimmed down a little bit because you do have a lot of action on it, or height. So that could be addressed. That's not really a big deal. It does have nickel frets. It's got a C-shaped neck, three-way toggle switch. The body is mahogany. The top, I mean, and then the neck is maple. I forget what the body. The body says mahogany, but I think it's something else, or it's a maple veneer. All right, sorry, maple veneer top, and then it's a mahogany body with the maple neck, which feels good. It's not a glossy neck; it's a satin neck, which is nice. Truss rod adjustment is up there. It does come with a lot of Allen keys because you need Allen key for the truss rod. The saddle adjustments, once you get used to it, it's like if you screw them too far down, then you can't adjust the saddle. You have to loosen the string, loosen that brass fitting, and then redo it, because then the thread goes too far in and it locks down. So once you get used to that, string change is pretty simple. Just measure where you need it to be. It slots into the wheel over there. It's got a little hole, and then you turn it, and it does it. But it's very responsive. So if you turn it, you can turn it by hand, but these strings get a little tight. Then it comes with a little key that you just stick in there like that. If you could see it, probably not, like that. And then you turn it to loosen it, tighten it, and then when you're done, it's magnetic, so you just pop it back into its little spot, and that's it. But you can use it by hand. I don't know what those are. Well, like I said, that probably holds everything in, but it's a lot. You get a lot of Allen keys with this thing. So, I mean, the strap buttons are pretty cool. It's like the mushroom tops. It's not like the bell shaped where you put your strap on and it pulls right off. It does have the one tone, the one volume. I mean, it would be pretty cool if it had 2 volumes on it. They probably could have put one there, but what do I know? It would have been nice to be able just to, probably doesn't make a difference. The only thing you're going to really do with it is what? On and off, like a Randy Rhoads thing. Like I said, setting it up, that's the challenge. Once you figure it out, it gets simple. Does it have high power output pickups in it? I mean, they're not bad, but like I said, I think the pots that are in there, and to put full-size pots might be a little tight, super tight, but I believe they are. It's the 4 wires, so you can put the push-pulls in there to get it on. Bolt-on neck. I mean, they actually have for easy to replace. So I guess if something happens, it's easy to replace, or you could just get a different neck that would fit on it. But like I said, the side frets need a little, between the nut and that, it's 24 frets. Those come with the cable, obviously, and it comes with a soft, it's not super thick, but it's a soft gig bag that you could put everything in. Like I said, it's got your cable, and it's got like 4 or 5 Allen keys on it to do what you need to do. So that's always nice. And you can put it on your back, so you got the back straps on it. But that's obviously the bridge. And that's the volume, I mean the tone. Yeah, definitely the nut needs to be. Both pickups. And the brick neck. So, yeah, definitely the nut. And I'm sure the nut, if it was trimmed down, let's see, a little bit, it would bring down the action a little bit in the middle on it. It's like the clean, my clean anyway. I'll just drop the, take the gain off on it. Take the delay. I just have a little reverb on it. Maybe I'll just do a little, put everything at 12 o'clock on it. Actually, my amp is actually in the other room. And I'm going through my Boss GT1 right now. So it's not actually coming from an amp. So everything's at 12 o'clock. A little reverb, but I could take the reverb off. That's the neck, both. The weight on this thing is like 8.43 pounds. And here's the bridge. So, doesn't sound too bad. Put the reverb back on. Bring it up a little bit. I'm sure it'll sound better with new strings on it. These are what came with it. So they're not. Ooh. Can't turn it with my hand. Like I said, low E's and stuff. It's hard to. They're very. As soon as you turn it. Haven't really warmed up, but playing still is not too good. But yeah, so their line is pretty compatible, even with the fireflies. I mean, people do make videos on this and the grout guitars, but I don't think they ever exploded like the firefly did. I mean, I've had hundreds of fireflies. I would buy them at a decent price and sell. I've done a lot of repairs on them, for sure. I've had a lot of, and usually the same issues on those guitars. Like I had their Strats, which were okay. There was really more, again, it's more sharp frets on everyone I've received. Anybody who says they've gotten uh, perfect ones wasn't really perfect. I mean, there are exceptions. I mean, I've had a couple that were close, but all the ones I've had, and I've had a lot. I mean, if you went to my Facebook marketplace, you would see hundreds of, oh, a lot of fireflies I've sold, between the tellies and the semi-hollows and the strats and the basses. I mean, I still got one of their amps on it. Never was a lot of very sharp frets, a lot of broken necks at the scuff joint or the heel. Got a lot of those. Pickup rings that were broken. Wiring that got disconnected. I guess if it was a cold solder, it got disconnected. And you know, semi-hollows are a pain in the ass to work on. If you don't have to work on them. I know they have dime-sized pots, but they were very inconsistent with their headstocks, which I wish they would have stuck with one headstock and not 4 or 5 different ones, because I've had like 4 or 5 of the same guitars, same color, and they all had different headstocks. You know, stick with one. That way you don't have to keep making changes to it. I mean, they're good guitars, don't get me wrong. I mean, the necks were like, and the necks were never 100% on it, because you could take the nuts off of it and move them to each guitar, and it would be like, oh, that none of them would fit, because some of them I had to replace the nut, and I took it from another Firefly, and it wouldn't fit. Even though it's the same guitar, it wouldn't fit. But I know there are a lot of Firefly enthusiasts out there who are going to be like, you know, but whatever. Keep your comments to yourself. I like Firefly, just saying. These seem to be affordable. The build quality, especially on the semi-hollow I received from Grout, it just seemed more built better. The neck felt more secure. I mean, the cosmetics on it were nice. It just felt a little bit more high quality than the Firefly, and you didn't get the marks from the film that they put in. Like, as soon as you take it out, you see all the imperfections in the back of the guitar of the white styrofoam sheeting that's on there, that sits on there. And then you take it out, and then you look at it, especially like the black or the red, you'd have all the staining on the back of it. I mean, it could be buffed out, but you shouldn't have to sit there and buff it. It's not a hand buff out neither. Like, you're gonna need like a orbiter polisher to do it. But other than that, I think these can rival the Firefly guitars for sure. No question about that. But the louder these things go, you're gonna get a lot of as soon as you touch this, it goes like, I don't know if it's 100% grounded, but with a noise gate, it goes away. But if you don't have a noise gate, it's going to be a lot of hum. As soon as you touch the top, it goes away. So I don't know what this is made out of. I didn't take anything out to see if this was actually grounded 100%, but if you do get one. It's not both of them are like that, so I would probably take this off and see if it's grounded, or I might do. Give an update on that and see if it's grounded or not. If not, then you'd probably have to ground it, or they put a ground wire there and they didn't clean the bottom thoroughly. So, but other than that, it's definitely a nice guitar for sure. Jack's a little tight. This nut is cut a little bit deeper. All right. Thanks for watching. Until next time, peace out. Enjoy your Halloween if you guys are actually doing anything or going to a party. Be safe. Thanks for watching, and until next time, have a good day.